Welcome to your humble channel, Bemusing Bill. Hello, Bemusing family. How are you? Good to see you all. Happy you're here. Let's check out a brand new Beatles song. This blew my mind when I read about it. I had no idea it was in the works or nothing. Let me give you a little background. What I know about it is that I guess John Lennon had a demo tape with this song on it. But and Paul and Ringo were trying to figure out how to bring it to life, or maybe they were trying to figure out how to do a new Beatles song based on John Lennon's demos and recordings. So apparently, when they were making a documentary, Peter Jackson, the director, making a documentary called Get Back. I guess they developed some kind of software that was able to make this possible. And I'm not going to pretend I know what the hell I'm talking about, but some kind of software that I think it takes John's voice off of the recording, or clarifies it. Maybe I'm not exactly sure. So, being that, and they've been working on this for decades, so this is not nothing new. But I guess the information or the software came about in 2020 or 2022 rather. So now we finally have a brand new Beatles song with John and Paul and Ringo. I don't know how they've incorporated George Harrison, and I'm assuming that Paul will be playing the bass and the guitar for this tune. But I'm just so interested in this. I've never been like a huge Beatle fan my whole life. I only got into them like in my, I don't know, mid to late 20s, and really started to appreciate what they could do. For pop songs, they were unbelievable, and they're one of the very few bands in that I can think of. I mean, I could name you a whole bunch of bands that I listen to that are very much not the Beatles. Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Scorpions, Def Leppard, Metallica, Anthrax, Slayer. Yeah. So Beatles is the only band I can think of, pretty much, that I can't think of a single bad song that they do. You know what I mean? I really thought about that because my wife had asked me, who do you consider to be your favorite band of all time? Now, I didn't tell her it was the Beatles, but just in my thought process, I really thought, oh, I just, I've listened to full albums of theirs and I really dug all of it. Even like some of the earlier stuff. I like their later stuff, Sergeant Pepper's. Uh, I love those tunes. But, the earlier stuff, it's a little more, I don't know, I don't want to say primitive because it's still so great and it sounds so great, their harmonies and what they were doing. It sounded like they were doing simple stuff, but they were not. They were not. They were just absolutely a phenomenal band. And I'm more of a Rolling Stones fan, but I think that the Beatles have to be the greatest rock and roll band in history. They're timeless. They only lived for a short time as the Beatles, and maybe that was for the best. I don't know, but the idea that they're going to put out a brand new song after all these years, 50 years or more, amazing. So I hope you guys are interested in checking this out with me. I will put a link to this in the description. I don't know about the copyright stuff if we're going to have to like blur it out or do something, but I didn't want to listen to it without you hanging with me, and that way we could talk about it in the comments and stuff too. So let's get into the Beatles Now and Then official music video, which, by the way, I also read that Peter Jackson, Lord of the Rings, The Hobbits, King Kong, he is the director for the video. So that being said, let's get into it. Here's an anthem. Wow. This is really, really awesome. Wow. I mean, listen, AI is frightening. It really is. But when it does stuff like this is really, really amazing. It's like so clear and everything. It's like seeing the Beatles together again, but from like different eras and times. And wow, this is really nice. Now and then, I miss you. Oh, now and then, I want you to be there for me, always to return to me. I know it's true. It's all because of you. And if you go away, I know you'll never stay. Now and then, I miss you. Oh, now and then, I want you to be there. Isn't it amazing that this is a John Lennon song that he wrote just before he died? And it really feels like this is coming from Paul and Ringo, thinking about their old mates. And life has a way of making you look back and the road you came. And these guys have a lot to be thankful for what happened to them and in their lives and how it just changed everything. To look back on their friends, they grew up together. These guys, it's just it's really touching, and it's can't even speak about it. I'll just back up a little bit. I love this. I love this. I want you to be there for me. And this is like so seamless too, and the way they're incorporating, all these different moments of their life, their career, and it's like they're all just there together, all at the same time, like this. It's so seamless. I mean, I'm really trying to look at when they're overlapping each other, and it's just amazing cinematography that's going on here. I know it's all computer work, but it's still just a beautiful thing that they're doing. The song is beautiful too. It really is. It's a very nice song. Because of you. And if I make it through, it's all because of you. Speechless. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. It's well. This is a nice gift. It really is. Good for them, truly. Let me know what you think in the comments because I'd love to hear your opinions on all of this. And if you have any Beatles stories, if you ever got into them, when you did, why, what was the song um, that made you fall in love with them? I honestly can't even put my finger on it. Maybe Yellow Submarine. I don't know. I have to think about that one. But let me know what you guys are thinking. Let me see. I think this is finished, but fantastic. So listen, we started a Patreon account. So right now we're going to fill it with some as many goodies as we possibly can. And if you would like to be part of our little community here and do some more deep diving and learning about all kinds of stuff and suggesting me for me to check out things, I am the metal dude. But if you look around, I'm a pretty complicated feller. So I like pretty much everything, and I'm dying to get my greedy hands on more. So please hit like and hit subscribe, and we will all see you another time. My family of bemused, wonderful people. Love you. Out.